And good Thursday morning. Welcome to episode 41 of the Inside Drive podcast. I'm excited to have Coach Derrio Green. He's the Mosley boys varsity basketball coach. And of course, every Thursday, my good friend Jay Hanley with golfwithjay.com and his new mobile golf simulator. We'll talk a little bit about that here in a second. But first, some of my amazing sponsors. We'll start with Juice and Sunsets. Don't have a juice with me today, but they do a fantastic job. All local, freshly squeezed juices. They've got cayenne pepper, ginger, a lot of other great things in those juices. There's no preservatives, no chemicals, nothing like that. They can deliver to you, or you can have them go pick them up at her house. Again, that's Juice and Sunsets. You can check them out on Facebook. Just search up Juice and Sunsets, or go to juiceandsunsets.com. And then, of course, big shout out to Golf Plus. Golfers who want to improve their score, Golf Plus is the place in Northwest Florida with the tools and expertise to help you. Their shop is filled with every golf brand you could possibly want. I know he just came back from the PGA show. He's got a lot of new stuff coming in as well. Their repair shop, second to none. Fast tour van quality repairs every time. They've been featured in both Golf and Golf Digest magazine as one of the top club fitters in the country. They can help you maximize their potential with their fitting simulator and carts. Don't have time to play a real round of golf? Bad weather like today and this weekend, which is going to be awful. You can book a round on one of their two simulators now that they've renovated their shop. Two simulators there at Golf Plus. Again, they're your go-to for club fittings, retail, and, of course, repairs. They're located in the shops at Edgewater next to Firefly. You can give them a call at 850-249-2726 or visit them online at golfplusretail.com. Derrio, welcome to the show today. I appreciate you coming in. Excited to talk a little basketball with you today. And, of course, Jay, always good to have you in as well.
Thank you, Ryan.
Real quick, how's you got any more bookings on the mobile golf simulator?
No, I've got 2 for February.
Have you come up with the name yet? That's the bigger question.
Have.
Okay, what is that name? Because I know I didn't like the Shank Tank.
Yeah, it was too negative, wasn't it?
Too negative.
Yeah,
Shank's just not a word you ever want to hear in golf. So
the Inflatable Fairway.
The Inflatable Fairway.
Is that better?
I like that.
Do you agree?
Yep, not so negative.
Okay.
But that's better than the Shank Tank. That is for sure. Again, if people want to book with you, how can they find your time there, and where can you go? Are you limited on anywhere you can go?
Well, so the Inflatable Fairway will be live on golfwithjay.com February 1, which is Monday.
Monday, yep.
Monday. Is that Groundhog Day? No.
That's the second.
I can't wait for that.
Punxsutawney Phil.
Hopefully he does not see
Where's
a shadow.
Punxsutawney Phil from, Jay?
Pennsylvania.
What city?
Punxsutawney.
Good guess, but no. Philadelphia.
Oh, okay.
Come on now.
I got you.
You failed the first question of the day.
But yeah, no, it will be bookable come February 1st, golfwithjay.com.
Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome. Haven't had an athlete of the week yet. We're still waiting on some information coming in, but I do want to talk about our Athlete of the Week sponsor. Derry, I know you've had one of your athletes that have won Athlete of the Week before. We appreciate American Charlie's donating a $50 gift card to our American Charlie's Athlete of the Week. It's your favorite American restaurant, also located there in the shops at Edgewater next to Firefly and Rocket Lanes. They've got great daily specials, private rooms for your parties, 15 TVs for all your sporting events. One of my favorite things about American Charlie's, military and first responder discounts every day. All your American favorite dishes, fried chicken, pot roast specials, wings, burgers, shrimp, all those American classics. Can't make it in? They are now on DoorDash. You can check them out on DoorDash and have it delivered right to your front door. They are making Mondays great again with happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. They just launched their early Eagle menu. It's that time of year we got a lot of snowbirds in the market. So 4 to 6 daily. They've got some great specials for just $14. You can visit them on Facebook. Just search up American Charlie's Grill and Tavern, or you can go to AmericanCharlies.com. Again, one of my favorite restaurants here in Panama, or here in Bay County, I should say. And, of course, Derry, I want to dive into some questions for you, both, about yourself, your coaching philosophies, all those different things, and, of course, the Mosley boys varsity basketball team, who's having a great season. We'll start off with
before we get started, though, we've got to hear Ryan's Dolphin.
You can't put me on the spot like that.
Come on.
And since I've been doing these treatments, it's not as good as it used to
Mosley.
be.
Come on.
I'll do it at some point in the show. How about that?
Okay.
That was more of a radio thing anyway. But anyway, you're coming off the county championship. Does that give you a nice boost of momentum heading into the playoffs this season?
Yes, sir. It does. This is the first time since I've been a coach that we've won it.
Awesome.
And I apologize for my voice. This is from Tuesday at Rutherford, just screaming. So
I know that was a close one there in Rutherford.
Yes, sir. They played well. But the first time we won the county championship since I've been the head coach. We split before. We won it outright, both varsity and JV.
Sweet.
So we're excited about that, and hopefully we can build that momentum Friday and the senior night, and then next Thursday when we play or second round of district.
So that was gonna be my follow-up question. When districts start for you? So you got to bye in that quarterfinal round.
Yes, sir.
So now you guys are the number 1 seed in your district?
No, sir. So we're number 2. We're behind Booker T. Arnold's 3, Choctaw's 4. I think it's Pine Forest, then Escambia. So the 3 plays the 6, and then we'll play the winner. So that'll be at Arnold. So we'll go watch.
Gotcha.
Watch them and just see who we play.
Well, we're hoping that 6 seed wins so you can host that semifinal game.
Well, we host regardless,
Okay.
whether it's Arnold or Escambia. We're gonna, yes, sir.
I think you said 3. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's exciting coming up. You know, some personal basketball questions. Did you obviously play basketball growing up?
Yes, sir. Played ever since I probably could walk.
Yep. Awesome.
Grew up here. Played at I know we were talking about middle school before. Played at Mowat. Played at Mosley. That's kind of where my career took off.
Gotcha.
I was blessed to go play at the next level. 1 year at Gulf Coast, and then 3 years at Charlotte, and then a little bit of professional after that, and then now I'm back at Mosley.
Coming back to your roots, so to speak.
Sir.
Awesome.
So he's a 49er as well.
Yes, sir.
Yep, Charlotte 49ers. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Look at you knowing a mascot of a university.
Only because of you.
That's random knowledge for you, for sure, for sure. So obviously, what got you into coaching? You know, obviously you played it your whole life. You played at Mosley, came back to Mosley, and started coaching there. How long ago was that?
I believe it was five years ago. I actually started 1 year at Arnold. So
Gotcha.
I did after COVID. My wife went out there to teach. I got out there. I met Coach, at the time it was Coach Latch, Josh Latch, our AD, and I never was actually ever going to coach. I told my wife that, I told the principal, and then I actually met Josh Latch just randomly. And then I talked to him, and then I left, and I said, if I don't help him, I'm probably the worst person in the world. He's just a nice.
He's a great dude for
guy.
sure, and really cares about sports in Bay County.
He does. So,
he's had a huge impact since he's been the county AD.
Met him. Got in. He let me, work some of the boys out. Loved it. Did 1 season there, and then the job at Mosley opened up literally the very next season. I applied. He put in a good word for me. I guess I did well in the interview. They liked me, and now I'm here.
Awesome, and having some serious success. So congratulations on all your success in your young coaching career. What's that? Never say never, right?
Yeah, you got that right.
That is for sure. So, Coach Green, do you have a specific coaching philosophy that you try to implement with all your teams?
First, we just try to, as a coaching staff, we try to give them confidence.
Yep.
Let them know we believe in them. But offensively, we try to play fast. I'll be honest, it's a lot easier to play fast at home because we do play with the shot clock. On the road and at teams that don't play with the shot clock, it's a little bit harder just because the game can be slowed down.
Yep.
But I shot a lot of threes when I was in high school. If you come to a Mosley game, we're going to be firing them up. I got some guys that can really, really knock it down. A lot of 4 out, 5 out, just depends on the situation.
Gotcha.
And then defensively, we're not the tallest or the most athletic, so we typically play a lot of zone. We'll sprinkle some man-to-man in there, but we try to speed you up with our press.
Yeah, I was going to say, you guys press a bunch.
Yeah.
Get the team moving fast. I had no idea that, is it the home team's choice whether you can play with a shot clock or not?
Yeah, so if you agree, if whatever team you are, if you agree to come play us, there's like a little checkbox, and I always put shot clock for it.
Gotcha.
I'll be honest, I don't know why teams, if you have a shot clock, I don't know why you don't play with it.
Yeah.
We're going to it next year. Everybody in Florida's got to do it, so you might as well start playing with it now.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So the whole state of Florida is going to a shot clock next year. I think that's good. Because that's what you got to do if you're going to keep going and playing in basketball anyway, so you might as well get used to it. That's pretty wild. I had no idea about that, so glad I asked about that.
What sport pairs well with basketball, in your opinion? I know football, but is there any other sport that pairs well?
I would say football. I would say we don't have them, but soccer. If you actually look at the NBA, I know you guys were talking about Giannis. A lot of these foreign guys play soccer.
Yep.
Baseball, I've had a few baseball guys. Their hand-eye coordination's pretty well. I would say either football, baseball, or soccer would be one.
Some track and field too?
That track and field as well. I haven't, in my coaching, had a lot of track and field athletes. Mine are mostly football kids.
Gotcha.
So I kind of stick to that. But, the jumping, the running, and things like that would correlate as well. I feel like I have kids that could translate to track and field I don't know how much track and field will translate
Back
to
to
us,
basketball.
just because
Gotcha.
you have to have, be able to dribble and read defense, things like that. So
Yep, for sure. A little bit more than just running and jumping.
yeah.
What are some of your favorite things about coaching?
I'll tell you that one thing I love is my family has embraced it.
It's huge.
It's
Have
a
to have
big
the
thing.
support from your family.
Yeah, my wife, you see her, she's at every game. She's holding our youngest son. We were playing Rutherford the other day, and I didn't know how he got up there, but my oldest son was on the bench. So he's like, he thinks he plays for Mosley.
That's awesome.
So I love my parents are, they help out a lot. And honestly, it's just a family. Like when I tell, new players that are coming in their family, I say that you're now part of the Mosley family, you're now part of mine, because I spend a lot of time with your son.
Yep.
So we try to build what we call a brotherhood there. If you see it, like our kids are always with each other. They're going out. Like you have some teams that are good and they don't like each other.
Yep.
But our kids genuinely do that. So I just love that aspect of just being a family and a brotherhood. And then we get to teach them about, life lessons and stuff like that. So that's the biggest things we try to prepare them for life.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. Sports is such a good correlation to what you're going to face in life and what you have to deal with. Stuff that, goes your way, stuff that doesn't go your way, and it's going to happen. It's how you react to that both on the court and in life. So I love that. I love I feel like in order to be successful, your environment, that culture has to be that family atmosphere.
Yes,
I don't understand how the teams that the players don't like each other are successful.
They're just really good.
They're just and they'd probably be better if they were more of a family unit there. What are some of the most challenging things about being a basketball coach?
The kids in general, and I say this because, like, I could say I don't know what I'm going to get from game to game.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't know what you're going to get from literally possession to possession. And those kids, they play hard. I absolutely love coaching them. But just the unpredictability of what a kid may do. I could tell a kid, hey, go to the left corner, and he goes to the right corner.
Yep.
But that makes it, it's fun sometimes because you got to figure out how
Keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, it keeps you on your toes and stuff. But honestly, the kids aspect of it isn't really a problem, challenging. I've been blessed to have a lot of kids that don't really give me problems for the most part, are coachable, so that's a good part. When I got into this, I was advised that parents would probably be the hardest thing, but I've honestly been blessed most of the time with really great parents who, if your son's not playing or if you see me getting on to them, they understand that it's coming from a place of love and we're trying to get something better. Mm-hmm. So honestly, it's great. I have a fun time coaching them.
That's all, and that's what it's all about. I can kind of feel it from you as you talk too, because we've talked about it a lot on the show and then on the radio show about how parents can be supportive, but they can also be a big detriment to your team or whatever it is as well. And parents who understand, when your kid's getting coached hard, it's because they have the skill and know that they're gonna get better because you're giving them that constructive criticism, whatever you want to call it. And when parents support you as knowing that maybe little Johnny's not gonna play as much as somebody else on the team, and that's just and they understand that and they don't complain about it. That makes everybody's job easier and makes the culture a lot better. So good to hear you've got some great support. Speaking of support, how is the support from Mosley from the school boosters, all that particular stuff?
Well, our boosters, they do a great job of getting out in the community and raising funds. They support, I wanted to take the boys, we took a trip to Gainesville. I wanted to take the varsity guys to go watch Florida. I'm a big Florida fan. So I wanted to take them to watch Florida and Tennessee play. And the boosters were like, hey, we got it. Yeah, they support, awesome. The school supports Mr. Bullock, to Coach Lee, our AD. They don't micromanage what I do.
That's good.
Long as, like I said, long as we have kids that aren't in trouble, succeeding in the classrooms, those things right there, they kind of just let me do my thing. And as far as the students, I'm probably the only coach that lets students in for free. So when you come to those crowds, we lose out on that right there. But I know how hard my guys work. And I was blessed to play college basketball, so we had a good student section. So we want to create that environment for them right there. So we let them in for free. And they come out, they support. We played Bay High. I don't know if you saw the pictures or saw anything from Bay High, But we did like a pre-registration for that, so they had to come by and get a wristband. And every like 2 minutes, my door was getting knocked on for kids coming out, and I think I gave out 300
That's awesome.
wristbands for that game. So they get out, they support, and they heckle the other team. So it's really fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was actually talking about that same thing last night. Me and one of my friends went to the Arnold District Championship game for soccer, and I was like, I know you lose money, but wouldn't you rather have a big crowd than making, a couple $100 or whatever it is? Because I feel like your kids are going to play better for a big crowd. I mean, that's just natural.
Was this an in-school game?
For Bay?
Yeah.
No, sir. So it was just the first game. They beat us by 3. We lost at we had a shot at the buzzer. We missed it. And then, I don't know, it just got hyped up. Their fans, our fans. I mean, you know how kids are.
I mean, that's what high school sports should be, is everybody involved, all the kids being passionate. I love that you do the tickets for free. That's really cool.
I mean, we had our student section. I mean, students were scattered throughout. I don't know if you've been to the gym, but the one side of it right there. And then I had to rope off up top a student section for them, and they had it packed out. They came in black, but we sent them home with a 30-point loss. So
that's awesome.
Love it. To kind of talk about the season as a whole, the ups and downs, and where you guys are heading into the districts here next week.
Yeah. So I've kind of split it into before Christmas break and then after Christmas break. We've lost 4 games in each one. Right now we're 16 and 8. So the first half, I'll be honest with you, I've had one person that came back that actually played significant starter minutes, and that was Isaiah Smith. Gotcha. Trey played, but if you look at pictures from Trey Mitchell from last year to this year, I used to call him, he had baby fat, and he was just, he doesn't look the same. He slimmed down, worked on his body, he's got more athletic. So he took a big step. A kid named Connor, JP, Ortiz. These were 3 guys that weren't even on varsity. JP was, but he played sparingly, the quarterback for Mosley. Mm-hmm. So we were just trying to figure things out. Yep. And you could see the talent. And then post-Christmas, we lost to Lincoln, who I think is, in our region, is the best team in the region. And we lost by 2, and Connor had the flu, went 0 for 6. So I think if he doesn't have the flu, we win that game. We played Buchholz, which is a top 50, 60 program in the state. Had the ball with down 1 with 21 seconds at Buchholz, turned it over, lost that game. Played Leon, lost to them in South Walton. My buddy coaches there, well coached. So those are our 4 losses. So just honestly,
you're right there.
I think we're right there. Yep. Every coach can do it, but a possession here, possession there, I think we would probably only have maybe 2 or 3 losses. Mm-hmm. So long as we're peaking at the right time, and I talked about the Rutherford game, the way my voice is we were down 12 points in the 4th quarter. Mm-hmm. And they found a way and fought and came back and found a way to finish it in overtime. So I think we're trending in the right direction. We just got to piece it and put it together.
Well, and games like that give you that kind of confidence as you head into the the postseason. Sometimes we've talked about it, especially in golf. You really have to lose before, and you didn't lose the game obviously, but you really have to face the adversity before you can climb that mountain.
Yeah.
And figure out a way.
How much does superstition play in basketball? I know in golf it's huge.
Ice hockey too. It's very superstitious.
I don't believe in superstition just because with my faith, I don't believe in it. Yes, I don't think it really does anything. But on the flip side, I wear the same shirt. I wear the same. I wash the same senior shirt every day before the game. I'll wear that. I don't wear the same socks, but if we're away, I'll wear a certain color, and if we're home, I'll wear a certain color. But now I actually got some Florida Gator socks, and I wore them against Rutherford. Yep. So I'm probably gonna wear them again.
Yeah, you can't take
the
next game.
If it's a close game, I'll call timeout and go take them off.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd say I'm not superstitious, but I do a lot of the same stuff.
You have some superstitious trends, but you're not superstitious. Yeah. I like that. I've changed jerseys in the middle of a 49ers game because you've witnessed it.
I have witnessed
it. Still didn't work out the Super Bowl a couple years ago. But, thoughts about the NIL in college basketball specifically. Good friend of mine is Coach Cliff Ellis.
Okay.
He was at Auburn or Clemson, Auburn, and then my alma mater, Coastal Carolina. I'm going to try to get him on the show. He used to come on the radio show all the time. Yeah. He kind of retired from basketball coaching because anybody that was at Coastal that was good enough would be gone somewhere else, either because they had a better opportunity or because of money. Is that trickling down to the high school level as far as the opportunities kids are getting coming out of high school?
Here, not so much. I know in your bigger cities, kids have NIL. I think it's great. I think it's a great opportunity for the kids to get themselves out and display the work that they've done. Long as it's fair, I don't have a problem with it. Hopefully my son, down the line can get some of that NIL money if he plays. But, long as we just keep it fair and everybody stays within the rules, I don't really have a problem with it. In college, I think it's evened out the playing field, obviously with Indiana winning the national championship.
And now you got Nebraska, who's 20-0.
I think they just lost, I believe, to Michigan, but they're 20-1.
Because I jinxed them on Tuesday. We're talking about them being undefeated.
Yeah, it's a bad thing sometimes because we're at Florida. We're paying a couple guys some millions, and they're kind of underperformed, but they'll figure it out. So that's just good and bad.
Absolutely. But are you seeing any less opportunities for high school kids going up to college because people are transferring around and staying longer? I mean, obviously you see that in football for sure. Yeah. So you're seeing that in basketball as well.
Yeah, I talk to my guys about it. If you've got dreams, to play at the next level, it's harder. Like when I played, I was blessed to go to the next level. You get out there in your travel ball, you do well, you put yourself out there. You were going to play at the next level somewhere, D1, D2, D3, wherever it was at. But now, Indiana's roster was a little bit older. They were 24, 25. The guy from Auburn that transferred to USC to play basketball, he just turned 26 yesterday. So it's like, do you want to get a high school kid that you've got to worry about and being homesick, if he's physically ready, if he's mentally, prepared for that stuff, versus I can go pluck somebody from a UNC Charlotte and bring him up. Yeah. So it's less opportunity.
An 18-year-old versus a 24-year-old is a completely different human being.
Yeah, and even now in basketball, they're getting guys from the G League.
I was going to bring up that particular Alabama. No, you're fine. Because you have no idea about it, I'm sure.
Idea.
So that's perfect.
Alabama's not the only school, but Alabama had a guy who signed a G League contract. And now he was at Alabama, went to the G League, and now he's back playing for Alabama now. And there's a couple of kids throughout. I know BYU has one, Baylor has one, and these guys are older and they're just coming back and now they're playing. They can play right away.
Is this the live and golf kind of thing, or not?
I wouldn't say that. I don't think it's a direct comparison. But did you see where the judge who gave him that temporary injunction?
I didn't see it, but I was listening to, what was it, Dan Patrick? Yeah. I was listening on the way up here, and they were kind of talking about, is it Braum, the guy? I guess he's coming back, or somebody is coming back.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but the judge that did that temporary restraining order to allow him to come right, because the NCAA was not going to allow him to play, and then they got a TRO against the NCAA, and so he was able to immediately play, but it turns out that the judge and his family that gave that TRO has donated between $100,000 and $249,000 to the Alabama Crimson Tide. So now they're saying that he should be reclused from the case. So we'll see what happens there. But there's just so many crazy stories like that. I just don't know how you could be in professional basketball and then go back to playing amateur basketball.
Yeah, it's unfair.
Yep. That's like in golf. If you're a pro and then you've won all this money playing pro and then you want to get your amateur status back, you're not allowed to do that because you've been playing professional golf. But anyway. Personal question: what is obviously your favorite college team is the University of Florida?
Well, in basketball, I have three.
Okay.
Don't judge me.
No, you're fine.
I played at UNC Charlotte, so I've got to root for the 49ers.
Root for them, yep.
I grew up a Florida fan, and I actually love Duke, and I just love everything about it. That's one thing we get the brotherhood from is from the Duke Blue Devils. So I root for those three. NBA, I'm a Magic fan. We can't figure anything out with them. And then football, I like the Bucks.
You went to a Magic game, was it last year?
Yeah, or maybe 2 years ago. 2 years ago. It was great. I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, they got a nice arena.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite player of all time? College, NBA, whatever it might be.
No judgment?
No judgment. This is a judgment-free podcast, except when Jay talks.
Probably, I'm a big LeBron fan. I think he's the GOAT. Don't judge me on that. And then and then I'll tell you this, who's up there too, and I love his game. He doesn't play any defense, but I love Luka. I love the way he plays and just the thing he can do offensively. So those two are probably my two favorites.
You think LeBron goes back to Cleveland and retires as a Cav?
I don't know. There's talks of him going back. He needs to retire probably.
Yep, soon.
soon. So I'll be sad when he does.
And a lot of people, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I did want to talk about the soccer district tournaments. I've been keeping everybody updated on that. I think we already hit this one on Tuesday because I think the championship wasn't till Tuesday. So the 4A District 1 boys soccer tournament was won by Wakulla over Fort Walton Beach. Bay had lost to Wakulla because Bay was in that particular district tournament. And then Childs beat Mosley Tuesday, the girls' side of soccer. That's the 5A District 2. Mosley had a great season. Probably will get an at-large bid. There's a lot of the girls that made varsity as freshmen we coached last year with UA, like Ziana and Cheney, just some absolute stud athletes, or whatever you want to say. They're absolutely fantastic. So they'll probably get an at-large bid, but obviously won't be hosting all the way through, as they did lose the district tournament in a close game against Childs 3-1. But congratulations on a great season. And then the 3A District 2 North Bayhaven went all the way through that bracket, won their semifinal game against Gaston County 8-0, had the championship game against FSU High School on Tuesday. That was tied 0-0 in regulation, tied 0-0 through the 2 overtime periods, and they ended up winning 5-3 in the shootout. So the North Bayhaven Bucks won the district championship. And then last night, had the pleasure of sitting out there in the freezing cold with some of my friends, like I mentioned earlier. Arnold Marlins, another district championship on the boys soccer side. They beat Lincoln 2-0. The reality of that game, it could have easily been 5 or 6-0 with how many chances Arnold had, especially late in that game. I believe their district for Arnold starts next Friday, but we'll update everybody on the new district, or on the regional, the state playoff tournaments as they become available to us, and we'll keep you posted all the way through that. And then, Coach, you said the basketball districts start next Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And
you guys have a bye that Tuesday.
Yes, sir. We'll have a bye, and then we host either Escambia or Arnold on Thursday.
Awesome. Going to go ahead and take a quick break after I read my Panhandle Credit Union commercial. We appreciate Panhandle Credit Union being another sponsor of the show here. As you guys know, you've heard me say before, Panhandle Credit Union is a big-time sponsor or a big-time company involved in this community. Whether it's donating to a community event, sponsoring your child's sports team, they are here in the community to help us out. Check out their great banking products, loans, savings and checkings accounts, mortgages, HELOCs, HELoans, whatever your banking needs are, they can handle it. Visit any branch location or head online to panhandlecu.org. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And welcome back, episode 41 of the Inside Drive, hanging out with my good friend Jay Hanley, and of course, pleasure to have Coach Derrio Green on the show with us today. Before we get into our crazy Florida stories here, as we always do on Thursday, we just want to update a couple basketball scores from last Saturday and then this week so far. We'll live in the top 25 and the SEC. This is not direct. I know you're a huge Florida fan. I'm a huge Auburn fan because of my wife. Auburn, for the first time in 30 years, which is pretty insane. Think about it. That's once every other year how many times they've played. Florida's just been so dominant at home in this particular matchup. Auburn got the win 76-67 over there in Gainesville. Vanderbilt, who's having a great season now in basketball, not just football, beat Mississippi State 88-56. Tennessee took down Alabama. I don't think they're ineligible or their G League player played in that game. Or maybe I think that's the game he came back and played in. Don't quote me on that. Tennessee won that one 79-73. Arkansas, who's also another team having a fantastic year, beat LSU 85-81. Texas beat Georgia 87-67. Jay, tough loss there for your Georgia Bulldogs. Kentucky beat Ole Miss 72-63. A&M 92-69 over South Carolina. And then Missouri over Oklahoma by a single point, 88-87. I think that might have been an overtime game as well. Yes, it was. All right, jumping back over to this week on Monday in the top 25. Just 2 games there. Arizona beat BYU. Big 12 matchup out there. 2 top 15 teams, 86-83. Duke beat Louisville handedly, 83-52. Duke stays there at the number 4 team in the country. So good to see that from the Duke Blue Devils. One of your teams there. You ever been to Cameron?
We got destroyed in Cameron. Like
y'all went and played in Cameron.
We played there.
That's
and
awesome.
It was, like how far we are from each other. I couldn't hear you. And it was one of the craziest environments I've ever been in.
What an experience to be in. I mean, how many people will ever just going as a fan is a bucket list thing, but to be able to play on that court, that's a pretty incredible experience that you probably have taken with the rest of your coaching career.
Yes,
that's
sir.
really, really cool. Glad I asked that question because I had no idea.
Would you want to be a college coach at some point, or
My wife wants me to.
really?
Yeah. Wherever the Lord takes me.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right now, I feel like I'm supposed to be at Mosley. But if that opportunity does come about, hopefully down in the future, then it'll be something I look at. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
but I think it'd also be a whole lot more stressful than what I'm dealing with right now.
yeah,
But I'd be open to it.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Good question, Jay.
absolutely.
I could
I've
ask you
got
the
them
same
every
thing
so
when you were a high school golf coach. You ever want to be a college golf coach?
Yeah, it does. It kind of like it'd be cool,
Yeah.
like you be able to travel on, the university's dime. I mean,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Play
that's
some
kinda,
golf and some cool courses.
Yeah, yeah,
Coach gets to play too, I'm sure.
yeah.
Some scores from last night in the SEC. Auburn got another victory back-to-back, finally getting some steam going under Stephen Pearl. It was a little bit of criticism early on, but they played a really tough schedule. His dad kind of set him up with one of the most difficult schedules in the country. Here you go, son. Take it and see what happens. Auburn won 88-82 at home against Texas. Florida had a huge victory last night, 95-48 over the South Carolina Gamecocks. Mississippi State handled LSU 80-66. Tennessee with a 1-point victory over the Georgia Bulldogs. I know Auburn plays Tennessee this weekend on Saturday, so that should be an exciting game. Jay, you got any crazy stories you want to dive into? I've got a few, obviously, because I can never count on you to have stories for me.
Well, I was listening to a comedian the other night, and part of his jokes were that they couldn't find this guy who was a bank robber in Texas, and he had his Social Security tattooed on his forehead, and the police could never find the joker.
Interesting.
So I'll read this. A man accused in a string of bank robberies back in 2018 isn't making it tough for Texas authorities to find him. He has his Social Security number tattooed on his face and his area code inked on his neck. Yet cops still haven't caught up to Robert Wooten, age 40, who's described as a career criminal and is alleged to have carried out at least 6 armed robberies in Houston. They're calling this guy the Social Security because he actually has his Social Security number tattooed across his forehead. Veteran House Police investigator Frank Heenan told KPRC.
I feel like he's just taunting people, but depending on how long his Social Security has been on his forehead. Does he have it tattooed backwards so when he looks in the mirror he can actually read it? It's kind of a facetious question.
No, it is straight up 463156781.
So but you don't want that guy's identity. You don't want to steal that guy's identity. That's for sure.
Anyways, I come across that one. That's all I got for today, Ryan.
We'll look up one while I'm reading.
Okay.
This title of this one, we apologize, but you must remain in space as the country that sent you no longer exists. That was a message Sergei Kirkolev received. Imagine being stranded in space while your country vanishes beneath you. That's exactly what happened to Soviet cosmonaut Sergei Kirkolev in 1991. While orbiting the Earth above the Mir space station, the Soviet Union collapsed. The nation that sent him in no longer existed. There was no money or no clear authority to bring him home. Originally meant to stay for a few months, Kirkolev spent 311 days in orbit, watching borders shift and history rewrite itself from space. When he finally returned, he landed in a different world, a citizen of a new country, Russian. Sergei Kirkolev is now remembered as the last Soviet citizen. That's some pretty crazy stuff. You go up in space and then your country disappears and then you can't come back.
Do aliens exist?
That's for you to figure out, Jay.
Do they have big heads, you think? Or do you think they got like small Small ears?
I think my personal opinion is I think that they do, and the government's not telling us about it.
Probably.
Yeah.
But that's for another show to dive into conspiracy theories. The Louisville, Kentucky Metro Police Department was posting a string of funny tweets during that big winter storm. I'm going to read those and then read the follow-up ones. If you crash tonight doing donuts in the parking lot, that's between you and Jesus. We're tired. Also breaking right now, if you're out in the snow driving, stay home. Your bumper. I don't know what that one means.
I don't know that one.
I probably read it wrong. If you see someone wiping off snow from their car with their forearm in pure desperation, no, you didn't. Mind your business. Stop bragging about that you grew up driving in worse. This ain't Buffalo, Steve. This is Louisville. We panic when Kroger runs out of milk. On a side note, who drinks milk because they literally have none left? Never understood. Water is one thing. On the scanner, someone just drove past 114 Adam doing 14 miles an hour sideways. Louisville, go home. You're drunk. If your car can't make it up a snowy hill, that's just Darwin taking the wheel. Park it. Walk, King. Don't call us. We're tired. Dispatch got a call about a woman brushing her car off with half a pizza box in the Highlands. Not going to lie, that's resourceful and not a crime. Stop calling. These are the dispatch officers of the LMPD.
That's a great idea.
It's 12:36. You're not driving right now. If you're driving right now, you're either essential, unhinged, or on a mission for Taco Bell. God bless all three. Roads are super slick, visibility is low, and yes, Karen, your two-wheel drive Kia Soul is not built for this. Please go home. Our plow trucks are out all night. Our officers are out all night. If you're texting your ex all night, that's between you and your therapist. Leave us alone. And then there was a follow-up thing that went viral as well. Louisville Metro Police social media team was called into HR after these tweets went viral. It says, breaking, HR has set a meeting with the social media team today at noon. Chat, are we cooked? Apparently, brushing off HR isn't an option. Wish us luck or don't. HR told us to bring our phones. We didn't think they meant it the way that we took it. Anyway, this may be our last transmission. And then it has a face and then says, signing off. My finger got out of it. Let's see. Sorry. Jay, did you find another one? I got a couple other good ones.
Let's see, I'm searching. Go for it.
It says, nothing human about this place, to be honest. Waiting to get called back. It's a picture of them just outside the Human Resource Unit at the Louisville Metro Police Department. HR opened with, about the snow tweets. We said, which one? They did not laugh. HR is scrolling. We didn't realize how many tweets we actually did until we saw her finger moving like a slot machine. This is not good, y'all. HR said, give me the phone. We said no. They said yes. This is police property. They said even worse. Okay, chat, we have no choice. Giving the phone to the HR. It was nice interacting with all y'all since. Good afternoon. The LMPD wishes to apologize for the tone of our tweets the last 48 hours. Our social media feeds did not accurately reflect the entire department or this community. And then comes back. We got the phone back, chat. HR is fast, but we are faster. We are bouncing out of this meeting. Be right back. And it says, wow, they were a bit angry. We can't take a joke in 2026. Chat referring to everybody they're talking to. There was some, shall we say, middle ground for both HR and the social media team, or so they think. HR said we need balance. So here's a cleansed message. Take it or leave it. Please drive safe. Stop abandoning cars. Stop doing donuts in front of our officers. Stop skiing behind pickup trucks, morons. And then it kind of fades out from there. Jay, did you see the world's first 9-hole indoor golf course?
I heard about it.
Megalodome Golf is bringing the world's first full-scale, climate-controlled indoor 9-hole golf course to Oswego, Illinois, if I pronounced that correctly. The 270,000 square foot facility is built for year-round play. Looks like a big dome. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
They're saying it's the next big golf revolution. You think it'll do well or no?
I think it'll do really well. I do. I don't know how big this thing. I mean, you said what?
270,000 square feet. If it's a full 9-hole golf course in there. I don't know how you keep it. Grass needs sunlight to grow, so I don't. Maybe they have like artificial sunlight that's like the same thing. I don't know. But that'd be pretty cool to check out though, and a good place for it. You know, Chicago's got Medina, all those big time golf courses up there, so it's a pretty big golf market.
I wonder how big that thing is in Vegas. That's the Sphere.
The Sphere.
I wonder how big
I would love to
is.
see the Sphere in person. People that I know that went and saw it says it's awesome.
No kidding.
All right, this will be my last one for this episode. It says, scientist apologizes after a photo of a star turns out to be a slice of chorizo. In July 2022, a prominent French physicist posted what he claimed to be a stunning image of Proxima Centauri, allegedly captured by the James Webb Space Telescope. The photo quickly went viral, praised as a breathtaking glimpse into deep space. Days later, he admitted the image was not a star at all, but a close-up photograph of a slice of Spanish chorizo placed against a dark background. The post was described as a joke meant to encourage critical thinking in the age of misinformation. Instead, it sparked backlash, with critics arguing that misleading the public, even sarcastically, undermines trust in science, especially when it's coming from an authority figure during a time of heightened skepticism. He became a case study in authority bias, viral misinformation, and how easily visuals can override verification online. Moral of the story: credentials don't replace critical thinking, and not everything labeled space belongs in the universe. I thought that was an interesting, kind of funny one there.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll finish up the show today with some basketball games coming up, this tonight, and I believe this weekend or this Friday as well. We'll be back on Tuesday for sure. Don't want to repeat any of the soccer games coming up, but I think they're officially done until the regionals start. Tonight in girls basketball, you got Bethlehem versus Bluntstown. Bluntstown's now 19-2 on the girls' side. And, of course, girls basketball as well. You've got Port St. Joe traveling over here to Arnold High School. On the boys' side, Bethlehem's traveling up to Bluntstown. Bluntstown 13-6 on the boys' side. And then Arnold boys basketball, Arnold versus South Walton. Is that a district matchup there?
No, sir. That is, I think South Walton's 3A.
Gotcha.
Arnold's 5A.
That's right.
It's a battle of the quote-unquote beaches, sort of.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. And then tomorrow night, Friday the 30th, Arnold will be taking on Kissimmee Christian. That's boys basketball. Looks like Kissimmee Christian's got a pretty good record, 24-7. And then girls basketball, Bluntstown versus Bay. Bluntstown, like I said, 19-2, coming in to go against Bay High, who's having a tough season on the girls' side, 3-11. Girls basketball, Central and Chipley tomorrow night as well. And then Laurel Hill versus Arnold. And Bluntstown versus Bay in boys basketball Friday night. And then you guys are playing Choctawhatchee Friday night as well. Good matchup, or you guys should. I never like to say should win that game, but confident in that game, I guess, is the term I'd like to use.
It's I'm the coach. I always think we're gonna lose, so I gotta prepare as if we're gonna. We play our worst.
Absolutely.
But we played them in Choctaw earlier. It was a 4-point game. Trey Mitchell, our big, got some foul trouble, so we were a little undersized there. But it's senior night, so hopefully,
awesome.
We can have a good display out there.
Mm-hmm. Who are some of the seniors that you're going to be recognized from your team this year?
So I've got 5. Number 1, Isaiah Smith. Number 2, Connor Chandler. Number 5, Christian Gopi. Number 10, Cooper Nation. And number 15, Patrick Franklin.
Wow. Awesome. Well, congratulations to your success this season. Obviously, we'll be rooting for you not only in the districts, but hopefully in the state tournament as well. Appreciate you coming on the show today.
Appreciate you having me.
Go Dolphins. Jay, appreciate you as always.
Come on.
See, I told you I can't do it as well now.
Okay.
I've lost my stuff has given my vocal cords I don't know why. It's kind of weird how that all happened.
That's a sick Dolphin.
But appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, all of our podcast channels. Check those out as well. It'll be posted live tomorrow on all those particular channels. One more shout out to the University Academy Lady Eagles. Their soccer, they play Merritt Brown at home tonight, and good luck to the boys basketball team as well. They're hosting Breakfast Point Academy at the Jacob Fish Gymnasium, and then of course the new turf field out there at Arnold. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay warm. It's going to be extremely cold out there. Jay, I'm assuming no lessons this weekend.
A few
in the dome,
but they'll be canceled.
Yeah, You should break out the dome this weekend.
The inflatable fairway?
The inflatable fairway, not the shank tank. Right. Again, appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
Good luck to the Dolphins the rest of the season. Appreciate y'all listening. We'll be back next Tuesday.